can ruin my day every day.
I just ruined Joe's day because a good song was on and YouTube doesn't allow us to play music while we're filming. Alright, so we're going to talk about
Fuel systems.
No! Well, maybe. We're gonna talk about this car again. Here's the underside of it, guys. And guess what? The owner, Edgar, is here today, so in a minute, you'll see him come in and smile a lot, is what we're hoping.
Probably.
So look, we got the radium surge underneath there, and the high flow filter. Kind of a tight area, but we were talking about it before in the last video, and look, it fits. And there's like a brace that goes under here. It isn't the lowest anyways, but there's a brace that'll save it if it, I guess he's not taking this on the track, so we're probably overthinking it.
No, just off-road.
Yeah, just on highways. The only thing is this car does like get pretty low when he lowers the airbag, so I don't know. And then check this out, Joe made a mount back here. It's got a drift motion billet, I guess tripod setup, because we needed to use this short shifter so we could change the amount of throw on the short shifter so that it didn't use up too much room where the shift boot is gonna be up there. And then there's no boot yet, but we like utilized the same hole, and Joe kind of like clearanced a little bigger, and we were like really cautious with everything, and we're gonna show you guys and Edgar at the same time.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. This whole car is really cool. It's not often that we get to work with something that's new and clean and nice, you know?
Yep. Edgar!
Hey.
What is that?
Rear seat delete?
Oh, that's what that is.
Sits.
Okay. We were like, is that a splitter?
No, no. I've got it at home.
Okay. We're like, and then this dude here brought some headlights. Guys, this is Edgar.
Hey.
This is his IS. And we're just gonna kind of make his vision come true with what he wanted out of the IS with the TJ in it. We showed these guys already underneath, but I'll turn the camera off and then we'll turn it back on. We're gonna go up top. Look at how serious his face is. There's the smile.
So a couple things have changed since last time we came, but we got your radiator all mounted up and nice. Got it tucked under there, so it's far enough forward that we have, you know, space for the fans and everything. Got your intercooler mounted to that front, like bumper brace thing.
Right.
And kind of did a little bit of plumbing, figured out how to run your like heater core lines, and kind of made everything work there. But it all fits so far.
Together, huh?
That's good. Yeah.
All right, so then fully removed your AC. Like,
Okay.
even that part we have to, so that's where the throttle cable will come through, and we'll buy the Toyota throttle cable we like to use for these, which is off like a different chassis. It's not a super one, it's like a different chassis one. So we'll get that soon, and then we did all the pedals, we'll show you shortly. But let's see, what things, I mean, we've been talking, but so you see like how everything's starting to fit and come together.
You know, just make your headlights. I mean,
Yes.
what you guys brought, so we can do the intercooler piping, and well, at least on this side.
Then we could do, we'll see where the oil will go, the oil filter relocation that we got. We think it can go right here, but I mean, we want to like, before we just go and mount something, we want all the pieces to be there. So when the headlight's in, then we'll do this difficult part first, you know, where we're tight corner, and then we'll see if like the cooler can fit there, and then if it does, we can put the filter relocation there as well, or maybe the filter, or I mean the cooler has to go over here if we have to. And then here, go look inside. The inside's probably the coolest part. And then while you're in here, we can set the dash in, but check that out. So I think we should I don't know if we should extend it like maybe like a tiny bit, but we'll sit in here when you sit in it and then shift through the gears. Just maybe jump in. It's like, it seems like it's so short. You know, so it probably would work, but it's like, what if it was the tiniest bit taller? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, if we can go just a tad bit.
Because like, you could leave it like
I
that.
kind of like how low profile
Yeah, it
it is
doesn't
in
look
the,
too
like,
bad.
console.
It's just about
Well, it
right.
doesn't have to happen now. You could think about it. We just wanted you to like feel it and see it, and then you decide. Well, we like struggled to not do it, and we bent that arm like 2 times. See how I was saying we like did notch this out a little bit?
Right.
This still can remove and go back in normal, and then this goes right where it was, yeah. And then this piece, like you could get like a interior dude that does like upholstery to like mount leather to this, and then we could use like nice like dress up hardware or something, or maybe it has to get riveted, I'm not sure yet, but me and Joe were like, oh, let's try and keep it as clean as possible. The only thing is the keypad for the Motec that we're like, where do we put it without cutting like this odd hole or making this move, or but like we gotta find a spot.
I've got no AC.
Oh, wait, show him the dash part, because that thing's wild too, how we got that to fit.
Even if we can't get somebody to put leather.
Oh, you powder
just
coat that?
wrap it.
Oh.
This is a wrap.
Oh,
This
it's
is like
wrap?
Yeah, it's like
Brushed metal wrap?
Yeah, that's all it is. So we
Oh,
could
yeah.
do that.
Alright.
Built like a backing panel for it, so it's like the only thing you see is
Oh, nice.
the actual like bezel in the backing panel. So when it's all like cleaned up and powder coated or whatever, it'll just be like dark in there and have your screen and it'll look good.
It's crazy that we did that.
I honestly thought we were gonna have to trim the little trim. There's that little trim that goes right here.
Yeah.
I thought that's what we were gonna have to trim, but
I think we should be good.
Nice.
It'll all fit like.
It's gonna look like it came from Lexus or whatever that way, but then it's like, oh my god, because like your screen and all the stuff was like already so nice, and we have to remove all of it.
Yeah, I felt kind of bad about that because it's like it had this little sliding bezel thing.
yeah. So it's got like the what is it? Is it the LFA?
It's
got
Yeah,
So it's got a sport, so the cluster will just adjust itself.
that would be
Okay.
more cool, but
So.
this would be cooler.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would-
Edgar, what do you think?
oh yeah.
Okay, he's excited.
I want to change everything.
So you want to change it all back? We should put like a stock in, yeah, stock V6 back in here.
No, looks good. Real good.
All right, cool. He's excited. That means we're excited.
Yeah.
Do you like something that can like kind of inform people about what it did, and like I can always like do more, but if you're gonna Nate's starting to tear shit off of it now, I feel like you might as well just do it once over, and then the people will hear more from me later after we have like the 2 corners apart, you know?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Alright. Talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so apparently everyone was driving to Irwindale and TJ was there, and apparently he got into the wall pretty good. The tow guy just showed up and dropped this guy off, but there's a lot going on as far as suspension damage goes. There's a little bit of chassis damage here, but nothing too terrible. We can replace these panels and refit his fender likely, but the suspension we just need to get replaced. So we're gonna get that from WiseFab, replace these guys, upper, lower, and the tie rod, and the knuckle's looking pretty good, but that's likely going to get replaced anyway, just because of how hard he hit. The rim is broken in a million pieces. The backside didn't get hit too bad. He clipped the wall with the bodywork here, and obviously the wheel isn't supposed to be pointed that direction, but that's gonna get replaced.
Toe arm or what?
No, the like Just the rear arm here?
That is the tow arm.
Is that the tow arm?
Yeah.
So that has to get replaced for sure. And maybe a wheel bearing or something stupid. But we're gonna get to work on tearing this thing apart, and we'll show you guys what exactly is going on with it when we get it fixed up. Let Dan take it from here, but I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay, we're back from the track. TJ's car is already here, got dropped off while I was still at the track. Joe did a rundown of all the not so good things. He tried to show you before we like dismantle everything, because that's what we're gonna do. He heard a couple pieces on Wisefab. He hit it good. The frame is twisted a little bit. So the frame, probably not. Strut tower, slightly. Went back this way. If it had anti-intrusions, maybe some of this wouldn't have happened. I think he might have cracked. This is like the drain for his crank breather. I think that cracked because that started to leak. He's got like some unknowns, but it's like mostly arms. It's probably just arms, front and back, and then what you see here. This is unfortunate that like that's so tweaked, and that's part of the chassis, and it looks like this is inward more than it should be because it's touching the turbo, and it didn't used to be like that. What we're gonna do is like get everything off that's broken and bent, and like we might even miss something on the first go around. Then we're gonna like stare at everything, find everything on the second go around, then order up a bunch of parts that he'll need to get it back together. And then when we go to put the new ones in, some of them are not gonna allow us to, some are going to, and we're gonna get it as close as we can to roll on its own. Take it to King's Auto Body. They're gonna pull the frame a little bit in this corner here. They're really good at it. They did to the Supra, and it drives great. So we're gonna have them do that. And then we will update you guys along the way, but this is not really my favorite topic. Really don't like it when cars get smashed up really bad like this, but we're doing drifting and that breaks stuff.
What's up, dude?
Oh wow, that guy's intense, whoever that guy is. That's Nate. That was intense. Okay, see you guys soon. TJ! What's up, buddy? I had a phone in my
I'm not
hand.
as sad anymore.
Okay.
I was never sad, I was just disappointed.
Yeah, it happens. So
I mean, it did its job.
it's not. Yeah, I got these apart, or we did, and then I never like tried to make a list yet because there's so many things going on. But I figured I could have it. Maybe Monday we'll have the list. Cause I need to like.
I mean,
Okay, when this stuff happens, you're like, oh, it's just this, this, and this. But like, I need to
you're
like.
gonna see it trickle down.
Yeah, and I want to find the trickling down pieces before we like go and do it. We're gonna talk.
few arms.
Talk to you guys later.